everyone, this is Lou and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this very simple and easy headband or ear warmer. This one right here is a very simple round one, and this one here has an interlocked bow. So I'm going to show you how to make these two varieties. They are made using only one type of stitch, but the joining is different. Okay, now this one has a width of about 3 inches and this one has about 5 inches in width or height, so you can construct according to the width that you want. It's very easy and quick to make also, so I hope we will have fun together. For the supplies, you're gonna need a yarn of your choice. You will also need a 5mm crochet hook. You will need tapestry needle to sew in, a thread cutter, and also an inch tape. I like to use inch tape instead of row counter because it is more convenient and easier. I used the self-striping yarn for this project and this is the result. It turns out great and I love the color combo. So you can also experiment with your yarn and use different type of it to see what works out best for you. Alright, so let's begin. In order to begin, we will make a slip knot. Make a slip knot and we are going to chain 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 23, 24, and 25 chains. I have made a total of 25 chains here, and to show you the difference in the width, let me bring this. This is made with only 15 chain, and now this one I have made a total of 25 chains, so you can see the difference in the width. So according to your preference, if you want a bigger size, you chain more, and if you want lesser or smaller size, you chain less. Now we are going to make a single crochet. This stitch right here, we are going to work our first single crochet there. So you insert your hook right there, insert, pull up a loop, and now you will have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both the loops. That is our first single crochet. We will work the next single crochet into the next stitch. Same as before, you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. So we will work next in this stitch, another single crochet. So I will do a few stitch with you. And so continue putting one single crochet all across till here, and I will meet you at the end of the row. So I'm at the end of the row and this is my last stitch or the first chain that we made. I'll work my last single crochet here and this completes one row, row 1. Now don't worry if your project curled up like this, it is natural and the project will straighten it out once it begins to grow, so there's nothing to worry about. For the next row, we are going to chain up 1. Chain 1 and turn your work. When we flip our work, we will have this side of the work facing us. And right before we begin, I want to point out a little something to you. In this stitches here, you will see there are 2 loops that look like a V. So these 2 loops, front loop and back loop. In all these loops, we are going to work into the back loop. This is the loop that is facing us and this is the loop that's facing away from us. So the loop that is facing away from us is the back loop and we are going to work into that. So we'll work into this stitch. Into the first back loop, we are going to put our single crochet. So go into the back loop, grab a yarn, and we will single crochet. And just before that, I want to point out that some people leave the first and work on the second stitch, but we're going to work into the first stitch. So don't forget and don't miss out the first stitch and work your single crochet there. So one single crochet into the first loop, one single crochet into the second loop, one single crochet into the third loop, to the fourth, and so on. We are going to work one single crochet into all the back loop across till here. So continue working. Now this is the last stitch that's available, and I usually take both the loop in this. It's not necessary, you can work into the back loop only, or you can also take both the loops like me. So this completes our second row. Now for the third row, chain up 1, turn your work, and we will put our single crochet into the back loop of this very first stitch available. It might be difficult to see, but once you start working on your project, you should be able to identify it easily. So we will just repeat this row 2 for as many rows as we need until we reach our desired length. So we should have 24 stitches because we chain 25. We should have 24 stitches to work on. So continue to put one single crochet into the back loop of every stitch for until we reach our desired length. Now we are left with the last 2 stitches. Work into the back loop of this one and into both the loops of the last stitch. So now let me just measure and see. When it has grown up to about 15 to 16 inches, then you can stop your work here. So I'm gonna stop it here. Chain 1 to secure, and I'll just cut off the yarn. Pull the yarn through and secure it. And when we're done with it, we are left with only this much of yarn. So one ball of yarn is enough for this big size ear warmer, and you will need even lesser yarn for the smaller size. So once we're done with this, you can leave it like that, or you can beautify it using some other color yarn. I'll use this gray yarn to give border to this and beautify it a little bit. You can start anywhere, any side, but I will start here, somewhere here, which is nearer to the corner, so I can show you how it looks like when you reach the corner stitch. Make a slip knot. Pull your slip knot through this stitch and chain up 1 to secure it. Now this slip stitch or this slip knot is not counted as one single crochet, so I will go and single crochet and take the tail along so that you don't have to weave in later on. So single crochet into the next stitch. Also you're gonna put one single crochet, and you will put one single crochet into every row or every stitch that is available. So continue to do so continue to put one single crochet into every stitch, and I will show you when you reach the corner. Now when you reach the corner, you're going to put 3 single crochet into the corner stitch. So 1, 2, and 3 single crochet into the corner stitch. Then you're going to put 1 single crochet into the next stitch available, and also you can take that tail along so that you don't have to weave in later on. So put 1 single crochet another single crochet. And here earlier we used to take one on the back loop only, but now you can take both the loops and single crochet. So continue to put one single crochet into every stitch and put 3 single crochet into all the corner stitch. So you will put one single crochet all the way and put 3 single crochet here, one single crochet all across and 3 single crochet, one single crochet up, 3 single crochet into the corner, and I will bind it off here. Alright, so now I have completed the border. The last 2 stitches remains here, so one single crochet, another single crochet, and slip stitch here onto the first single crochet that you made, slip stitch, chain up 1 to secure, and cut off the yarn. And now we will bind off, we will hide this tail. And you can just cut off the remaining tail, and that's it. Once we have attained our desired length, there are 2 methods of joining this in order to make it into a complete ear warmer. I will show you the first method, where you can just slip stitch it or use it with a tapestry needle to sew in. The circumference of an adult head is about 21 to 22 inches, so you can crochet only up to 15 or 16 inches. That is more than enough, because you can see here that it is stretchy and it will stretch. And if you crochet it for too long, in the future it will become loose, very loose. So you don't want that. And now, in order to join this, you can either single crochet, slip stitch, and join the 2 ends like this, or you can also use the tapestry needle to sew it in. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to join it by using a single crochet slip stitch. So I will connect the 2 ends like this, go into the next loop, and take this tail along so that you don't have to weave in later on. Take one loop from this end, another loop from the other end, and single crochet on top of it. You can take both the loops also, single loop also, it's up to you. So just connect the 2 ends like this by single crocheting on top. Do this all the way till you have reached the other edge, till here. Chain 1 to secure and cut off the yarn. Now we will hide the tail. And just trim off the remaining tail. And that's it. It's this simple. You just join it like that and flip your work, turn it inside out, and there you have it. And now for the second method of joining the two ends, we will take it like this. On the other side also, we are going to take it up like this from the middle. Bring the two ends together and let it interlock like this. Arrange it. And once this is arranged, we are going to join this layer with this, and then the third layer will join with this layer, then the fourth layer will be joined with this. So all four of them will be joined like this. Now this layer will be joined with this, and this layer will be stitched up with this later on. So just stitch it up. Now this last layer will be joined here. And now we will knot this off to secure the stitches. So we'll knot it off like that. Give one more knot. And then instead of cutting the yarn, you can directly hide the tail here. And just cut off the remaining yarn. And that's it. So this is the wrong side. Now we will flip it open to the right side. Flip it. And that's it. So it's that easy and simple to make. It looks fancy, but the procedure is really simple. So these are the two types of ear warmer, which is made using only one type of pattern, but the design turns out differently because of the different method of joining. Anyway, you can give some border here also, but for this yarn combination, I think you don't have to go for the border. It's all right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun.